Imagine a massive digital arena, not of swords and shields, but of sentences, where no one bleeds, but every word counts. In this arena, the most advanced artificial intelligences in the world battle, line by line, for your approval. This is LMArena, also known as the chatbot arena. It's where OpenAI's GPT faces Anthropic's Claude, where Google's Gemini meets open-source rebels like Llama and Mistral. And the judges? They're not scientists in lab coats, they're you. Thousands of users type prompts, read to anonymous AI responses, and choose the one they like best. No branding, no bias, just pure human preference distilled into data. And from those millions of small choices, a global leaderboard emerges, a snapshot of what humanity values in intelligence. Today, we're diving deep into the story, science, and philosophy of this arena. How it works, what it reveals about us, and why it's quietly shaping the future of AI development. Before LMArena, AI models were judged by benchmarks, rigid tests with names like MMLU, ARC, and HelloSwag. These were designed to measure factual accuracy or reasoning. But as models got smarter, something strange happened. They aced the tests, yet sometimes failed with humans. They could solve equations but misunderstand tone. They could generate essays but sound soulless. They could pass the exam and still lose the audience. Researchers at UC Berkeley and LMSYS Labs saw this gap and thought, what if we let people decide what good AI feels like? So in May 2023, they launched a public experiment, an online arena where anyone could submit a prompt, get to anonymous answers, and simply vote for whichever one they preferred. No names, no scores shown, just your gut. Was one response clearer, more creative, more human? Each vote became a single data point, one voice in a massive chorus. The idea caught fire. Within months, tens of thousands of battles were being fought daily. Soon, it wasn't just researchers, it was everyday people quietly shaping the next generation of AI. Here's how it goes down inside the arena. You open the site, LMArena.ai. You type a question, write a bedtime story about a robot learning to dream. The system picks two models at random, say GPT-4 and Claude 3, but hides their identities. Each AI writes its version of your story. You read both, you pick one. Maybe one made you smile. Maybe one felt clunky. You click your choice, and only then does the arena reveal who wrote what. Your vote, a cast in ignorance but revealed in hindsight, is golden, because it tells researchers what a human genuinely preferred, unclouded by reputation. This process is known as pairwise comparison, a simple but powerful statistical method. Over time, thousands of votes accumulate. By applying models like the Bradley-Terry ranking system, the arena transforms scattered preferences into an ordered leaderboard. The results show which models tend to win more often across different types of prompts: creative writing, reasoning, coding, general conversation. And what's fascinating is that it's not always predictable. Some open-source models outperform commercial giants on creativity. Some excel in factual tasks but flop at emotional tone. It's a living, evolving portrait of intelligence, drawn not by machines, but by the collective mind of humanity. Why do people prefer one AI's answer over another? It's not just accuracy, it's personality. Humans respond to subtle cues, rhythm, empathy, humor, even formatting. A model that structures its answer well, uses relatable examples, or sounds confident often wins hearts even when it's slightly wrong. This exposes something deeper about intelligence. That human judgment isn't purely logical, it's aesthetic. We want truth, but we also want style. LMArena's data shows that people often reward fluency, creativity, and narrative flow, not just raw correctness. This insight reshapes how models are trained, not only to solve problems but to connect. In a sense, every vote is a reflection of what we value in human communication. Do we prefer the humble explainer or the bold visionary, the precise scientist or the poetic dreamer? In that way, LMArena is less about machines and more about us. Now, let's address the elephant in the arena: human bias. No system involving people is truly neutral. A user's background, culture, or even mood can affect how they judge a response. One person might love creative metaphors, another might hate them. To mitigate this, LMArena anonymizes responses and gathers massive sample sizes, millions of votes from all over the world. That's what makes it statistically resilient. One person's taste gets drowned in a sea of others. Still, researchers are transparent about the limitations. Certain languages, topics, and cultural styles are underrepresented. Models that sound Western or educated may score higher simply because of who's voting. But unlike secret benchmarks, the arena is open and self-correcting. Anyone can test it, critique it, or even replay famous battles. That openness, that democracy of evaluation, is what makes it revolutionary. The world's most powerful AIs are being judged not by elites, but by the crowd. So, what does the leaderboard look like? At the top, you'll often see GPT-4 or Claude 3 Opus models known for their depth and reasoning. But climb a little lower and you'll find open-source challengers like Mistral, Llama 3, and Yi punching above their weight. These results aren't static. They change weekly as models evolve. It's like watching an AI stock market. Each update, each fine-tune shifts the balance of power. The leaderboard doesn't crown a permanent champion. It captures a moment in an arms race, intelligence evolving faster than any single company can control. And that's the beauty of it. It's not about domination, it's about discovery. One of the arena's most exciting effects has been leveling the playing field. Before, only corporate giants could showcase their models. Now, small teams and open communities can upload their AIs and compete on merit. Suddenly, independent research labs in Europe, Asia, and Africa can go head-to-head with Silicon Valley titans and sometimes win. That's the power of transparency. It transforms AI from a closed race of billion-dollar labs into a public experiment in collective intelligence. And when open-source models perform well, it proves that innovation doesn't need to be locked behind corporate walls. It can emerge from anywhere, from curiosity, collaboration, and access to shared data. Underneath the battles and rankings lies a philosophical question. What do we mean when we say an AI is better? Is it smarter because it knows more facts, or because it communicates more clearly? Is creativity measurable? Is empathy a feature or a trick? LMArena doesn't pretend to answer these questions, but it invites us to ask them. By turning AI evaluation into a conversation between humans and machines, it exposes intelligence as something relational, not absolute. Each matchup is a mirror, reflecting what we admire, what we trust, and what we fear in the digital minds we've built. Maybe that's the real lesson. That intelligence, human or artificial, is defined not by what it knows, but by how it connects. So, the next time you see a flashy leaderboard ranking the smartest AIs, remember, behind every number lies thousands of tiny judgments, people choosing, feeling, comparing, learning. The arena is not just a test of machines, it's a map of our collective mind. Because in the end, the evolution of AI isn't a story about algorithms learning to think. It's about us learning how to measure thought and discovering, in the process, what kind of intelligence we truly value. This is LMArena, where the world's smartest machines meet their most unpredictable opponent, humanity itself.